If you've ever said, I know what I'm supposed to do, I just don't do it consistently, you're not alone. And most of the time, that is not a discipline problem. It's a clarity problem. Here's what I see over and over. Traders spend years learning setups, indicators, entries, exits, yet they still can't answer two simple questions. What is my edge specifically? What do I do every day to execute it consistently? They might have pieces, but they don't have a system. So I built something to solve that. It's called Precision Edge Discovery, a structured process that helps you discover your edge, define it with precision, and build a repeatable execution routine so your results stop depending on mood, confidence, or the last trade. Let me be very clear about what Precision Edge Discovery is. It is not copy my trades. It is not a single indicator. It is not a one size fits all strategy. It is a framework that turns trading from, I think this might work, into, I know exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what invalidates it. Because when you don't have that, every candle feels important. Every move feels like you're missing out, and every loss feels personal. That's how people spiral. Precision Edge Discovery works in three phases: discovery, precision, execution. Let me break those down in a way that actually makes sense. Phase one, discovery. Find what actually fits you. Discovery is where we stop guessing. Most traders are trying to force themselves into someone else's style, someone else's schedule, someone else's risk tolerance, someone else's entries. And then they wonder why they can't stay consistent. In discovery, we identify the conditions where you trade best. Things like what market and time frame you're actually consistent in, what time window you should be trading, what type of movement you read well, trend, mean reversion, breakouts, pullbacks, and most importantly, what you should ignore. The goal of discovery is simple. By the end of this phase, you're not chasing 10 ideas. You're narrowing down to the few patterns that make sense for you. Phase two, precision. Turn ideas into rules you can follow. Precision is where we take, I kind of know what I like, and turn it into rules. This is where the edge becomes tradable, because buy support is not a rule. Sell the top is not a rule. Even follow the trend is not a rule. Rules look like, here are the exact conditions that must be true to enter. Here is my invalidation level. Here is my stop and my risk per trade. Here is how I take profits or how I manage a runner. Here is what disqualifies a trade. And once your edge is precise, something big happens. You stop negotiating with yourself in real time. Phase three, execution. Make it repeatable and sustainable. Execution is where we build the routine and structure that keeps you consistent. Because here's the truth. Even a great plan fails if your process is chaotic. So we build a pre-market routine, what you check, what you ignore, a simple decision checklist so you don't freestyle, risk rules that protect you from the two killers, overtrading and revenge trading, a review process that improves you weekly, not someday. Execution is how you go from I had a good day to I have a system that creates good days more often than bad ones. What the outcome looks like. When the process is working, your trading starts to feel boring in a good way. You're not hunting dopamine, you're following a process. You know what you're waiting for. You know what you're not trading. You know your risk before you click. And you can explain your edge simply without rambling. So that's Precision Edge Discovery, a structured way to discover your edge, define it with precision, and execute it consistently. If you want the full breakdown and access to the waitlist, sign up under the link tree in the description. And if this is the year you stop guessing and start building a real process, subscribe, because I'm going to be breaking this down step by step in upcoming videos.